Hi, my name is Katrina, or everybody calls me Kat, here at the 24 Hours in the Canyon Cancer Center. And I'm here to bring you a chair yoga class that you can do, obviously, at home. So I'm using just a basic chair, regular chair. You can use an ottoman, you can use anything that you can comfortably sit on. And let's get started. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall, or you can even lean back on that chair. Close your eyes and start focusing on your breath. Deep inhales through your nose. Deep exhales through your nose. As you inhale, slowly let the lungs completely fill to capacity. And then as you exhale, just let it all drain out. You can even imagining those lungs completely deflating. Maybe as you inhale, you imagine the air traveling from your toes all the way up through your knees and out through your head. And then as you exhale, you bring that air back down through your toes. If you've been practicing yoga, you can tap into your Ujjayi Breath. So deep inhales through your nose, closing off the back part of your throat. You can imagine yourself sucking in through a straw. And then as you exhale, you feel that sensation in the back of your throat versus the tip of your nose. It may have that sensation of fogging of a window. This Ujjayi breath will help calm your mind, help calm your body. It's just nice preparatory breath to get you ready for your practice. Next inhale, bring your chin all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring that chin all the way down to your chest. Following your own breath as you inhale and bring it all the way up. You can even jut it out at the top. And exhale, bring it all the way down, stretching through the back of your spine. One more inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. And then bring your head right back to neutral. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Back to the center. And then over to your left shoulder. And back to the center. Slowly switching sides, enjoying the stretch through your neck. One more each direction. Now take it back to neutral. We're going to drop our ear over towards our shoulder, just stretching out through the sides of our neck. You can take your gaze slightly down, just changing that stretch. Now take it slightly up. right back to neutral, and then bring it up. Same thing, other side. Drop that ear down towards the shoulder, stretching out through the neck. Take that gaze slightly down. And take it slightly up. And then bring it back to neutral. A couple of shoulder shrugs, and then we're going to deepen that neck stretch. Do 2 more. Okay, let's drop our ear down towards our shoulder, and this time extend the opposite arm. It really lengthens more through that neck. Again, you can take your gaze slightly down. And take it slightly up. And then bring it back to neutral. Same thing, other side. Drop that ear to shoulder, extend that arm. Take the gaze slightly down. And then take it slightly up. Back to neutral. And bring it back. This time, drop your ear to the shoulder, then slowly roll front half only until your ear hits the other shoulder, and then slowly roll it back. This is one of my ultimate favorite neck stretches. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. I like to go nice and slow so I can feel that stretch. Just a few more. And then when you're ready, bring that head right back down to neutral. Slowly roll it up and roll those shoulders up and back a couple of times. Hands just nice on your knees. Inhale, gazes up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, curl that back. I'm going to go to the side so you can see it a little bit better. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, curl. Just a seated cat-cow here. Starting to warm up more through the spine. And the best part about these cat-cows is you can kind of twist it around a little. You can hold it. You can make them any way you like because it's your body and your practice. Let's do 2 more. One more. And then bring it right back to neutral. So we're going to begin with some sun salutation. So inhale, both arms up. And exhale, we just fold right over those legs. Just let it hang here. You can rock your head side to side. You can kind of rock it, stretching out through your back. Now, flatten your back like halfway up. Exhale it back down and then slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up and roll those shoulders up and back. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold right over those knees. Inhale, flatten your back like halfway up. Exhale it down and then slowly roll. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Flatten and look halfway up. You can even flatten and be right here and look halfway up. Exhale it back down and slowly roll. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Flatten, look halfway up. Exhale it down and slowly roll. Variations on that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Flatten and look halfway up. Exhale it back down and slowly roll. This time we twist on the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And fold. Flatten and look halfway up. Exhale it down and roll it all the way up. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And fold. Flatten and look halfway up. Exhale it down. Slowly bring it all the way up. One more time, other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Flatten and look halfway up. Exhale it down and slowly roll it up. And roll those shoulders up and back. Different variation. Inhale up. Clasping onto that hand, reach it over to the side. Bring it back up. Switch hands and reach over to the other side. Reach it up. Cactus, those arms open up through the chest. Lift high and forward fold. Couple of breaths here. Now flatten your back, look halfway up. Exhale down and roll it up. If it bothers your shoulder, what you're going to do instead is inhale up. And maybe it's a lean to the side, so you feel the stretch. If it's a little much on the shoulder, lifting over here or lifting here. Bring it up to the center, other side. Same thing, maybe you're just opening up through your side, keeping that shoulder lifted. If this is too much and this is too much, bring it back to the center. Cactus and open up the chest, or maybe it's an opening of the chest. Bring it back to neutral, forward fold. Flatten and lift. Exhale it down. Roll it up. Roll those shoulders up and back. And this time we're just going to reach side to side, holding it nice and tall, just stretching out through our sides. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. I like to move, but if you like just to hold, holding here for a couple breaths is really nice. And then switch. Couple more. And one. And bring it on down. Let's do a little bit of wrist stretches, and then we'll get into our legs for a little bit. So start with peace hands and just push them down. So we're stretching in those wrists. Try to keep the palms together. Couple breaths here. Now take just one hand, and where the knuckles are, we press there to flatten from there to there, creating our 90-degree angle. Now switch sides, same thing. If these hurt a little, that's completely natural. Just make sure you know the difference between like hurting I'm stretching and hurting that's not right for my body. You know your body, do what's best. And now both hands together, take them in prayer, and then roll them so the back of those hands touch, and roll it up. Nice slow breath through this. My wrists are crackling, that's normal. Give me 2 more. And we're gonna go same thing other side. So just changing the direction. And hold some of these areas a little bit longer if it feels all right. And then grab between the wrist and the hand and just roll it out. These gets the juices flowing back into your joints, so it just feels nice. Roll it out, other hand. And shake it out. A couple of arthritis stretches. We roll those hands into a fist and then straighten the palms out. Curl them up and straighten. I'm not using any music today, but you can play any of your favorite relaxing music as you do this. Tap those fingers. And now, straight up, we go pinkies, Spock, fingers, thumb, fingers, Spock, pinky. This may be the mental challenge for the day, seeing if you can do the Spock. Most people know it goes back and forth. Some of you can, some of you can't. If you can't, who cares? It's all good. It's just stretching those fingers. And then go up and forward. And this is my favorite, play the piano. Just getting the movement back in those fingers. Shake it out. And now we're gonna get into our legs a little bit. So I'm gonna scooch back so you can see my feet. I'm wearing shoes, you can go barefooted. Feet nice and flat, just roll up onto one toe, lifting those heels. You're gonna start feeling heat build up into your shins. Let's do 8. Last 4. Now tap. Hold to one side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now roll up on those heels and roll up on those toes. Take this way, it's a little bit better, you can see. Roll and roll. You're only lifting those toes as high as you can, just to get the movement into the ankle, into the shins, into the knees, and into the hips. Give me 4 more, 3 more, last 2, and 1. We're gonna take one knee, just hug it up towards your body. You can roll it around. You can lean back as much as you need to for this. You can use the back of that chair to lean back and do this. You'll rock it side to side, hug it towards your body, little circles. And if you're doing little circles, make sure you do in the other direction. If you have any achy hips, in all of my classes, whenever I say, hey, what do we need to work on? Usually the answer is, let's stretch our hips. So these moves can be done in a chair. You can do them before you get up in the morning and you're laying in bed. You pull that knee in and just move it around. You can really do these anywhere. Watching TV, stretching out your hips. And then one more hug and drop it down. Same thing other side. Knee to chest and roll it around. And you might be holding it behind the knee because that's more comfortable, and that works just fine. Rolling in each direction. The best part about any type of gentle yoga classes is you're moving how it feels good. So if it's super, super uncomfortable, you don't have to do it. You want a little bit of discomfort as you're easing into those muscles and getting range of movement back, but you really should walk away just feeling relieved and feeling better. That's the goal. Couple more seconds of this. Hug it around. One more squeeze, and then go ahead and drop it down. So now back to the original leg. We're going to take that ankle across the knee. If your ankle does not want to go across the knee, you can bring it kind of across the ankle instead, and you probably will get a stretch in that hip if you have really tight hip flexors. So I'm just going ankle across the knee, sit up nice and tall, and lean on forward. It doesn't have to be a really deep lean if your hips are tight. I can feel the stretch even sitting here because my hips are tight. Otherwise, you can start leaning forward. You can kind of rock it side to side. You can lean towards that knee. You can just hold. Or maybe you want to do circles all the way around. Any of these options work absolutely fantastically. If you do circles, always switch directions after a minute. I enjoy just the leaning over because it's tight. Couple more deep breaths. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall, keeping that knee in place. Twist towards the knee. One more deep inhale. And now bring it back to the center. One deep in, one forward fold, as forward as it works. And then roll it on up. Control that leg back. You may shake it out, you may twist it out, however you need to make it feel a little bit better. Shake it out for a second. Same thing other side. Let's go ankle across the knee, or ankle across the ankle, anywhere in between. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe lean forward. Maybe don't lean forward. It really just depends on how tight that hip is. If you moved before, make sure you move on both sides. Little circles around. Then you head in the other direction. Maybe it's just holding that stretch. You can lean towards that knee a little bit if that changes how the stretch feels. Couple more breaths. Slowly bring it up. Inhale, lift tall through that spine. Exhale, twist towards the knee. One more deep inhale. Bring it back to neutral. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold it as far forward as you are comfortable, getting one more deep stretch. And then slowly bring it up and drop that leg down. Shake it out, however you need. We're gonna build a little more heat. This is a lot of range of movement, so I will give lots of options. So inhale, we inhale, lift, hold on. Exhale, inhale, exhale, yeah. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, cross. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, down. So it's an inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. If your ankle doesn't want to cross over the top of your knee, you just cross it in the front of that leg and it still gets the movement that we're going for and starting to build up through those quad muscles. Core is engaged as you lift that leg up. It's a lot of core work, it's a lot of quad work. You can take this as fast or as slow as you want. You can use the sides or the back of the chair as support, or you can go hands on hips, and it's going to be more core and quad work. We're going to do 4 more, so 2 more on each side. Focus on your breath. I always forget to breathe, so if I say breathe, it's because I forgot to breathe. 1 more each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Last time. And drop it down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold over those knees. Flatten your back like halfway up. Exhale it back down and slowly roll it up. And roll those shoulders up and back. We're going to ignore our legs for just a second and do some upper body stretches. So, start with your, I'll mirror you. Right arm up, left arm winds underneath. So we're all kind of tangled up in these hands. Lift up those elbows, pull the hands away from your face. You should feel this stretch in your shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. If you want to add to this stretch, draw a little box with these eagle arms. So we go up, over, down, and as always, go in both directions. Now pull those hands away from your face and bring them back to your face, and then release and give yourself a big old hug. Roll those shoulder blades forward, stretch out through the upper back. We got the low battery sign, so we'll see if this still works. Maybe we'll wrap it up just to be on the safe side. Now open up the chest, gazes up towards the ceiling. And release those hands down. Roll out the shoulders. These are deep shoulder stretches. So if your shoulders are almost aching or tired, don't worry, it's normal. It's a really deep stretch. Take the left arm up this time. Right arm winds underneath. Lift those elbows up. Pull the hands away from your face. The modification is this. Now again, we're going to draw squares. And it doesn't matter which direction you go in, because we always switch directions. Other way. Take those hands to the center, pull them away from the face. Now bring them back. Maybe lift them up and give yourself a hug, rolling those shoulder blades forward. open up through the chest. And bring it back to neutral. Roll those shoulders out. So we're gonna play with some warrior poses. I like to turn my chair kind of sideways so I'm at the corner of it. So start with your legs apart. Toes and knees are all pointed in the same direction. And hands on your knees and just twist, stretching out through your back. This is a back stretch, not a shoulder stretch. So if you feel it more in your shoulders, try to twist through your rib cage to get it more into your back. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, and let's just reach it side to side. Again, if it hurts your shoulders, you just lean to stretch out through the rib cages. It's one of those areas you don't think about stretching, but then once you do, it feels amazing. And bring it back to neutral. We're gonna start with warrior 2. So, back leg is straight. I'm gonna inch back, so hopefully you can see my feet. So back leg is straight, foot flat on the floor, knee is bent, and straight down. And I'm facing you. Shoulders, and then open up, and gazes down your front middle finger. Now drop that back arm, reverse warrior, stretching through the side. Gazes up towards your hand. Now reach it around, elbow to knee, either up, opening up through the chest, or extending, stretching through the side. Both are awesome options. We'll do chest opener, gazes up towards the hand in side angle pose. Bring it back up to warrior 2, and bring both knees in. Inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold. Stretch it out a little bit. You can lean here and stretch it out a bit. You can twist those hips a little bit. And same thing on the other side. Knee is bent, back leg is straight. Nice straight knee, bent leg, hips, shoulders facing me, and then open up those arms. Gazes down your front middle finger. Drop that back arm, reverse warrior. Nice long stretch through the side. And then bring it back to neutral, drop that elbow to the knee. If you did extended side angle, do that again. Otherwise, open it up, side angle. All these stretches are really great if you have sciatic nerve issues. These are a nice, gentle way to stretch them. Two more breaths. Bring it back up. Bring those knees in, hands to the inner thighs, just twist. Give me 4 more. And shake out those hips. So now we're gonna play with warrior 1. So I'm still on the corner of my chair because I find it's easiest. This time, knee stays bent, back leg straight, but my hips are facing that front knee. Chest is lifted. Shoulder issues, hands come to heart center. Non-shoulder issues, reach those hands up. And just breathe. Deep inhales through your nose. Deep exhales through your nose. 2 more deep breaths. To turn this into Warrior 3, we extend those arms and we lengthen from the tips of our fingers all the way to that back heel, creating a nice long line down our bodies. Couple more breaths. Inhale, bring it up, and exhale, bring it to the center. Let's do the other side. So, back leg straight, front knee's bent, hips are facing towards that knee. I'll come to a little bit of an angle this time so you can see. Hands heart center or reached up in the air, whatever you prefer. You can close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Deep inhale. Two more breaths. Now for Warrior 3, we extend those arms and we lengthen, leaning forward. Whole lot of core, even a seated Warrior 3. Just like if we were doing a standing Warrior 3. A lot of the same muscles are completely activated. So you're not cheating by sitting down. You're actually working your muscles differently. 2 more breaths. 1 more deep inhale. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring it to neutral. And shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I'm going to turn my chair back facing. We're going to go back to a couple more seated cat-cows, a few more twists. Inhale, gazes up, opening up through the chest, stretching through the spine. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Sit up nice and tall, bring it to neutral. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. This time I'm going to use the side of my knee, maybe the back of the chair, keeping that spine tall as we rotate. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, twist it to the center. Same thing, other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Keeping that spine tall. I like using the back of the chair for support to help lift as I twist. One more deep inhale. Exhale, bring it to the center. Inhale, bring right arm up or left arm up and pat yourself on the back, stretching out through the tricep. Straighten that arm and bring it down. Other side comes up and pat yourself on the back, stretching out through your tricep. Inhale, straighten it up and bring it on down. Go ahead and show me your palms, then show me the back of your hands, rolling out through the wrists, and the opposite direction. Grab those hands and roll it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Hands on the knees. Inhale, gazes up. And exhale, roll it back. Gazes up. And roll it back. 2 more times. And roll it back. Last time. And roll it back. To finish a chair yoga practice, we basically go back to what we did at the beginning. Get comfortable in your seat. You may want to lean back a little bit, or you can stay seated nice and tall. Close your eyes, and we're going to go back to focusing on your breath. So deep inhales through your nose. Deep exhales through your nose. This time, as you inhale, count to 3. So inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1. If you can deepen it, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow and steady breaths. A few more times, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one and deepest of all. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.